Undefeated.
Yeah. Loma, Haney.
Again, you talk about fighters that want to settle a score, want to let people know that, yes, my Tiafimo day was crazy. It was the worst day of my life, probably. But now I have the chance. I've been blessed with the opportunity to rewrite this. Yeah. And if I rewrite this well, there are some big fights because people, yes, there's some avoiding going on, but all of these guys want to fight me. That's the one thing about all of the man them. They always say, "Yeah, I'll fight Loma." They all want to see me. Like, I don't know if they don't think he's dangerous enough or anything, but they always say him. And maybe that must be a sign to say they can see what you're talking about in terms of the father time element. But he's the one where negotiations can happen, right? But for everyone else, they can't really do it. So I still think that maybe people are underestimating him, and there could be a surprise in this fight. Floor's yours.
Yeah, I mean, bro, Haney. I say Haney, unanimous decision. It's going to be a points win for him. I'm not surprised. I'd be expecting Lomachenko to come out, and I don't think he's going to be able to start slow like how he can do sometimes, and then start working his way into the fight with his magic. I don't think so. I think Haney is going to present enough problems for him to know that, I need to engage early. Otherwise, I'm going to lose this thing. It's going to slip away. Now, and I think that's where the problem is. He's got a lot of mileage on him, in my opinion. The long amateur career thing, whilst it's great, and when it comes out, it sounds great to say, yeah, man.
Yeah.
X amount of amateur fights, and then only lost about 2. Cool. But the fact is, you come into this game with, like, the legs have been running, fam. Yeah? So when you start to get to this age where you're like 35, and 35 is not a death sentence for fighters by any means. Terence Crawford's 35, and I trust he's good to go right now. But the type of fight that Loma is, and he's naturally small for this weight. He's never been big enough for this weight. His skills have just been the difference. But as time goes on and you slow down and your body starts to change and you've got injuries that don't just go away. You've had surgery, like your shots, that left hook looks a bit reluctant nowadays. Like, bro, there's stuff on you. Whereas my man's 10 years younger than you and he's at this level now. His body's nice. He could go raving up at 6 a.m. running. Back in the gym, unaffected. His thing is different to yours. So for me, I'm like, bro, he's going to have things that's going to push you. And I don't know that you're still going to be there come round 8, round 9, round 10.
The issue is when a man decides to roll back the clock, and give a performance that we haven't seen. Like, I always like that performance of I always talked about that performance of Klitschko, and I didn't see that in Dusseldorf. I didn't see that Klitschko. It wasn't present. It wasn't present. This guy said this was almost like, it felt kind of prime Klitschko, where you knew what he was gonna do. He had this, it was like, was it Dr. Stillhammer? What do they call him? He's got the mad, like, I can't remember what he's, but you know what he's on. Yeah, you know what he's gonna deliver. And it's so mad that we saw the best, almost like the best version we could see at that point is what we saw. It wasn't like the guy that's had bare title defenses. This was something else. This was a hungry, wounded champion that came in there and said, I'm sending a message. And we saw one of the best AJs we've ever seen because he forced him to be great. AJ was forced to be great that night, right? Now, I believe that Lomachenko is going to force Haney to be great that night as well. The only thing is, if Loma finishes great and does what he does in terms of his pure boxing ability, because this is boxing for boxing. This ain't going to be a knockout, knockout special. This is going to be like the Fulton when you watch fighters like him, where it's going to be technical. We're coming to watch a technical masterclass. And that's where we should be sitting down prepared to watch. And it's funny because while I found Haney's comments about Mayweather and the timing a little strange. It's like when he said, Mayweather messed up the thing because he in terms of, undefeated. it's okay to lose and stuff. And it's like, if you never had a fight coming up, and maybe it's sequencing. Maybe it's a sequencing and when it come out, when I've seen it, right? But I'm thinking that's strange.
But you're taking out of context of the whole convo, though.
Yeah.
Like, so the convo was in relation to fights not being made and guys being scared to lose. So saying the knock-on effect on that reluctance is because Mayweather made Undefeated such a thing, so these guys don't want to take risks. Not to say that he's trying to set the floor for I can lose and I can bounce back. He's looking at it like, nah, I should have fought these men by now. Javonta, these Teofimo, all these guys. We were in the same weight class. So it's more along that line than it is about.
Well, you hope so, but sometimes some people can expertly set the table, fam. And even if I've thrown it into the environment, it's in there. It's in the ether. So even if I do lose, bro, yeah, it's like, well, it's not the end of my career. Like, it's boxing, right? And that is the killer is that is the way it's supposed to be. But you still have to understand that there's no sure things. There's no sure, especially at the top level, elite boxing. It's not guaranteed. Like, there's some fighters where you know how like we'll use the situation of when Hay was looking at AJ and he's like, I can see it. I know how and he said, I know now if I do this, I've seen the cracks. You know what I mean? He was almost so excited to know it's gonna be me to beat this guy. That's how Hay was acting at that time.
I remember that.
I'll never forget it. Now in this one, the only issue with this Loma one, Haney's got to say, look, he's got to probably look at him and think, I'm a better boxer, because this is what it's going to take. Just pure sound boxing. It's one fight I'm looking forward to, but I'm not holding out that thing of it's going to be a split decision. I'm not holding out for a split decision. And even the Loma taking it, just surprising us and doing what he needs to do. Again, both has got to start well. Both got to start. And I've seen a great performance because Haney did look good against Kambosos, but this is not Kambosos that he's fighting. It's not Kambosos.
I think he's going to be able to match him for boxing, and also the fact that he's a lot bigger than him. And I know this is not, Lomachenko's first big opponent, but it might be one of the first times of him being in there with a much bigger opponent who's a lot younger whilst he's at this stage of his career. Yeah, I'm saying you're dealing with surgeries, you got injuries, things are different. He's not going through those things. Yeah, I'm saying, and he's bigger, and he's younger, and he can box well. So I just feel like, whilst Loma's going to have some great moments in there, it's going to be a unanimous points decision. That's my prediction. I stand on it. If I'm wrong, is what it is. I don't.
Well, no, you said you're going to take it into Travis.
I never agreed to that.
You did.
I'm joking. I did. Yeah, shout out, man.
All right, listen, people, man.
Oh, hold on. No, we got a bet on this, fam.
Yeah, I'm gonna
if I win,
liquid diet thing, so you're gonna have your full Nando's and all that.
Okay, just want to put that in public space, fam. You're on the liquid diet thing, yeah? You eat what, one meal a day?
1 meal a day, fam.
So if you win, I'll get you a Nando's. Cool. But if I win, you gotta get me a Nando's.
In my 1 meal though, I want
a 1 meal
half chicken.
Don't worry.
Half chicken. I want the
whatever it is, bro. But if I win, you gotta buy me a Nando's and watch me eat it whilst you're not having no Nando's, fam. Do you understand?
I can do it.
You can do that because it's gonna be a whole chicken with like 4 fries. Obviously, the bottomless drink thing. We're gonna sit in there, bud, as well. It's not like a takeaway thing either.
Oh, it's not a takeaway.
We're gonna sit in there.
Why are we sitting there?
And you're gonna watch me eat.
That's crazy.
You're gonna keep the banter going whilst I'm eating.
Well, I'm just gonna be just entertaining as well.
100%.
No, so I'm doing like a 10-15 minute set,
bro. And I'm doing this one. That's funny still.
You're an absolute disgrace. You're cheap.
Yeah, no, I'm down.